What's up guys, Peter here back with another top 5 after patch 6. Now patch 6 did make a lot of changes that weren't specifically in the notes, but they were just like little changes. And I haven't done any top 5s for this category this year. Actually, I haven't even done any top 5s before patch 6. So this is going to be the top 5 best layups after patch 6. Dunks are really easy to block now, even some of the dunks that haven't been as easy to block in the past. And also sometimes 2K does put you into layup animations that you don't want, or just you don't want to necessarily dunk, or you don't want to lose the ball. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe. And I also made a top 5 crossovers after patch 6 since they took out speed boosting and you got to do a lot more dribbling now. So make sure you guys check that out. I'll put a link in the description. And also I forgot to mention this last video, but we did hit 50K views. So that was awesome, a really good milestone. But anyway, let's get right into this. So with layups, it's really affected by your inside scoring. So if you aren't, you gotta put in the work to get that inside scoring up, because it will make you a lot better at making layups. Like, you don't even have to have inside scoring upgraded to make like wide open layups, but say if 2K puts you into a contact layup animation, you'll still make them with maxed out inside scoring. So the number 5 on this top 5 best layups list is Kyrie Irving. Now this layup is really smooth. Here's all the animations. Now you really want to pay attention to this, because some of these are contact layups and some of these you're not going to be able to do in your my court just wide open, and some of these you'll just get randomly in the park. So yeah, right here it's just a really smooth layup. You can go from the outside, you don't have to necessarily be all the way in. There's some really nice and smooth finger rolls in here, and the reverse layup, I'll show that later. But you can see here, just going right there, you can switch your hands. You can do a lot of things with this layup, and it's the best for like taller point guards, like maybe 6'2", 6'3", and over, because especially with the contact layups, you'll kind of just try to go over your defender and just lay it in, and that is a really effective animation. But if you are really short, you're probably going to tend to get blocked right there. As you can see, they just kind of move the ball around and maybe even switch hands and just kind of lay it in the hoop. And if you're driving baseline, you have 2 options. So this first option is just really just a nice finger roll. It's not really a reverse layup, but it just won't get blocked unless you're going really slow or something. But here's the reverse layup. You can't really reverse layup cheese with Kyrie Irving, but it is a nice kind of finger roll, just kind of laying it in there, and it will not get blocked. So coming in at number 4, we have Russell Westbrook. Now this is one of the best contact layups in the game. You will not miss a contact layup with this. You just go up really strong, you'll throw the ball up, and it'll just get in traffic really easily. Because I know a lot of the times when you drive to the rim and you want like a dunk or something, you'll just get a layup. So especially say if you get past one person and you're going to the rim and there's somebody playing help, this is really what's going to do. Or if even there's 2 people playing help. And with these layups, I'm also going to show the animations when you kind of like switch your hands while you're in midair. That's also a really effective layup, especially when you're in contact. So you can see here, you just kind of do that kind of animation. Very similar to the Kyrie Irving, but when you get into the contact layups, that's where you'll really excel, as you can see right there. So that will not really get blocked unless there's somebody like directly in front of you. But you can see here, that's just a nice finger roll. That's really what Russell Westbrook does in real life, and that's also really good in traffic because it will not get blocked. So here's the reverse layup, very similar to the Kyrie Irving, and just the ball doesn't go as high up. It's just very powerful, will not get blocked very easily. And you can see here, that's the hop step layup. Now Kyrie Irving's package does not have really a hop step layup, but you can see here the hop step layup, you just kind of jump up, just lay it in. It's really simple, and the reason I have this over Kyrie Irving is strictly because the contact layups will really go in. I can't really show that in the wide open my court. That's why I told you guys to pay attention to the first animations. And primarily you're gonna get layups when you want dunks and you're just in traffic and you're just like, I don't know, you're really not gonna take a lot of wide open layups. If you're like super wide open, you're primarily gonna dunk it. But coming in at number 3, we have John Wall. So pay attention to these animations. You're not gonna do any of this fancy stuff. It's really just a good layup, a good simple layup, and you can also do a really cheesy reverse layup. I'll show that later. But yeah, any of these like 360s or doing any of that, it's really just not something you do in park. I've really never done that in park. So John Wall, a really solid layup package. You can go in traffic with this. It's really speedy and really smooth, just like John Wall, how he plays and how he goes to the basket. So I'm going to try and show as many of these animations as I can, but really it's going to stand out when I do the reverse layup. So you can see this just simple layup right here, just going wide open to the rim, and it's just very simple. It's also pretty effective in traffic because you're moving your arms fast, so your defender won't really be able to block the ball unless he's directly in front of you. But that's when you'll probably do the contact layups, and that can get blocked. So yeah, just be aware of that. And some of these will miss. Now if you get a contact animation, there's a lot of contact animations that don't have anything to do with these layup packages, so don't get mad if you get blocked with those. I'm just showing the contact layups for these packages. So this is the reverse layup cheese right here. This is so cheesy, especially when people like to go baseline. If you do this instead of a dunk, you'll never get blocked, and you can just throw it up, it'll go in. I've gotten so mad when people have done this to me, and it's just very effective. The only chance of that reverse layup getting blocked is if somebody is in between you and the baseline while you're doing that, but that's really not going to happen, so just be careful when you're doing these layup animations. But yeah, John Wall, really good for that reverse layup and also that kind of wide open, just getting past your man, but not the best like two people on the rim like Russell Westbrook contact layup. So coming in at number 2, this is one of the most cheesiest layups in the game. This is Jamal Crawford. So pay attention to these animations because to do this, it'll automatically do it when you have somebody in the paint in front of you trying to help or something. I can't do it while I'm just wide open in my court. So you can see here, you just do that really cool hop step, getting past your man. It's really easy to do. I could do a tutorial on it, but this isn't my primary layup. The primary layup I use will be number 1. So yeah, this layup barely gets blocked. It's only when your man is in a certain position that he'll really be able to block it. But you can see here, it's just a really smooth layup. You kind of fade like away from the basket sometimes. But yeah, it's a really good layup. But the main selling point of this layup is that hop step that I showed you. There's also another hop step where you don't put it behind your back, and that also works very well. I was trying to do the behind the back thing for you guys, but I was doing other, like, that was kind of cheesy right there. It's just when there's somebody right in front of you and you're going like straight to the basket, not from the wing, not from the baseline, you'll do that behind the back cheese, and it'll just get past whoever's playing help right there. So it'll just be really cool. You can also switch hands. It's just a really good layup, just like for not too much contact, but just if somebody's about to play help, you can just get right past them with that hop step. And the good thing, it's a very simple layup, especially when you're wide open. You just kind of lay it in the rim, and you really won't get blocked a lot. You just have to be careful with your selection of these layups, and if you're not doing layups a lot, that's just going to be a little different for you. This layup package also has a pretty cheesy reverse layup, as you can see right there. It can get blocked a little bit easier, but it's also very effective, just as effective. So if you combine that kind of hop step cheese, like hop step layup, with this reverse layup, that can be very effective. So that's primarily what this layup is going to be for. So coming out number 1, we have Steph Curry. Now this is why this layup is so effective. There's no really contact layup animations for this. No matter what, you'll just throw the ball up. It's really unblockable unless somebody like 7'3" is directly in front of you. But if you're doing that, you're probably going to do a different animation. There's just very rare occasions when you do this, so kind of be careful if you're playing twos. But look, you just throw the ball up and it just goes in the rim. It's so easy to do. If you get right past somebody, you'll just never get blocked. The thing I like most about this layup is its consistency. Now, if you're even doing like not too much contact, but like a lot of contact, like maybe even a 7'3" center just getting past and him playing help, you'll just do the same animation. Now, that is an animation right there. That's like a contact layup animation that will go in a lot of times. Any contact layup that isn't like going really high up, that's not part of this package. That's just 2K like generic animations cheesing you. Also, this layup does not miss except for one animation, and that's if you're really far out, like even mid-range, and you just throw it up super high, that will miss. But I rarely get that. If you have it maxed out inside scoring, this will always go in. Again, if you don't throw it up super high and you miss, it's not part of this layup package. Now, primarily, I like using this for twos. It's like when you get past your first man and there's like another person about to play help, but you're not exactly sure if they're gonna play help or guard the person you might pass out to. You can just do this layup without a doubt, and you don't really have to think, or you're not in too much pressure. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any layups you suggest, put it in the comment section below. And if you have any more top 5s that you would like, I've had jump shots planned. I just recorded that today. If you have any more, put it in the comment section below as well. Drop a like if you enjoyed and if this helped you, and again, subscribe if you're new, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.